Hello guys, and welcome to episode 14 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough today, playing as the Kavithan Protectorate using the Supremacy affinity, and yes, I am still ill. So, we are going to be continuing. I know the last episode went absolutely fine, so hopefully this one will as well, and I will not die in the process, but yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. Let's move on and discover some more land with the Prophet. We are putting him into miasma there, but that's fine. Ooh, 9 for Axide there. It's a nice find. We can just move straight on to the next turn though. You desire land, but what end? I doubt this is the growth you truly seek. Well, I didn't settle near you. These messages don't make sense. Sort it out. I'll just say we'll settle what lands we please, you know? If you're going to declare war on me, then so be it. I'll crush you. And Slavic Federation not happy either. I'll just tell them the same thing. It kind of makes sense for the Slavs not to like me, because that is close to them. But, at the same time, it's nowhere near the Americans. Also, it's within my own sort of lands anyway. Really strange.
Behold, unsleeping Cynosure, the golem whose minds span Kalpa.
Well, there's an extra +7 science, and we can now get an additional level of veterancy for military units. Awesome. So, let's make this overseer disciplined, and Mandira can work on the gene smelter, but I was going to get a colonist, wasn't I? So yeah, let's do that. I was going to get a colonist for down here. Don't want to forget. We'll fortify the overseer, fortify the CNDR. The Prophet can now move around the other way because we can't get through there because of the canyons. Trade convoy from Mandira can head toward Svatoy or Sachita. Let's go to Sachita because that's my new settlement and needs help in production. And, well, oh yeah, we were raising Uzbek. It's gone. Which is strange because I need to now move all of my units to Stanimir, which is fine. I actually don't mind that at all. It's just going to take a little while. Bring my Raptorbag all the way down. Oh, we can't because he can only move on land. That's rather silly. Okay, and the cruiser there, well, that can move down the coast then. That's quite funny. I absolutely forgot that I was raising that. I probably should have stopped it being raised. My bad. I don't really mind. I can always just recruit another colonist and whip up that land again. Probably could do that. I think I might. Let's just buy a colonist. Nope, not change the production. Buy one. Yeah, then we'll head that down there. We'll make our own city. It won't have the health penalties. And we shall be all good. So we are actually working on that land for no reason now. We are going to move him on to finding any more terrascaping, but I don't think there is any we have to get rid of. So maybe it'd be worth just automating now. Is there any terrascaping around here? No, there isn't. Oh, we can move down toward this frac site tile actually. And when I can, I'll tile over that and pick it up. We wait for this turn though. Try as I might, I cannot understand your ways. Without harmony there can be no enlightenment. Well, screw you too. And Suzanne Fielding has declared war on Hutama. That's certainly going to be a war. They can't even get to each other. Looks like the French would be in the way, surely. And, well, the African Union went to war with them as well. Wow. That just happened. That half of the world is entirely self-destructing, and I do not care. The trade convoy from Syra can head to Sachita, and at Syra you can see these Brazilian Vipers moving around. There's a Brazilian brawler there as well. Now they could be a threat. I'm not sure what the Brazilians are trying to achieve by doing that, but we are going to have to watch our backs. I'm going to bring my cruiser to Javed, so it's in a better place if we need it. We can move on this worker, get rid of that last terror escaping tile, and the colonist can move down to there, and next turn create a new settlement. Okay. As for this overseer, I'm going to head him toward the settlement. We'll make sure that our other units move on, and our raptor bug shall start making a move. And I'll just tell him to do nothing for this turn. In Chuyen, I want to say we'll work on the gene smelter. It's going to take 14 turns. I guess we still can. Why not? If I get a chance, I'll trade with Chuyen. And now Suzanne Fielding is condemning me. Very well. Not going to push them to declare war on me. That would be a bad idea. But it would actually be an okay idea. A lot of their forces will be dealing with the Polystralians, although if you look at Central, they do actually have a centaur there, and these true, they're not quite true Xenoswarms yet, but just normal Xenoswarms sitting around, doing not very much actually. Central doesn't have very much defense at all. Anyway, time to annex Stanimir, and we shall buy that tile. And for production, we shall add to the queue the Gene Garden. Start work on the Faraxine mine. Let's settle the settlement there. Is it worth leaving the raptor bug behind? Nah, probably not. Can get the CNDR on the move. Raptor bug. CNDR can continue his way. And the cruiser can now go to sleep. That guy's finished making the generator. So where are we going to head him? We could head to the chitin here, or we could finish off this floatstone quarry actually. I think we can make floatstone quarries. It'll give us +3 energy, so it's probably worth doing. As for production in Sachita, we'll work on the clinic there, and we'll add to the queue the farmer lab, the cytonursery, the gene garden, then the gene smelter. Awesome, that'll do. We shall construct a generator on that tile, and we bump straight into a alien nest. Oh well. What does Ark want to do?
What's ours is yours. For a price.
So, Hutama wants open borders. We are of course going to refuse. Is that helpful to them? I don't know. The only way that I can think they would be able to get to me is by coming round the top side of the map. The alien manticore though actually having a go at my profit, and because they did, well, goodbye alien nest. Pew pew pew. 25 energy, thank you very much. The artillery on. Get the Overseer to the city, move the CNDR around. The CNDR can jump on land, and the Raptor Bug can continue. Do nothing for this turn. Choose production in Nasrea. Let's get a worker. Yep, sure thing. We do need actually quite a lot more workers now, because if you think about the amount of land we've acquired since we've made workers, it's actually pretty ridiculous, and I'm pretty sure my workers cannot keep up, especially with all the mag rails they're building at the moment. But for now, we'll work on the defense perimeter, possibly. But let's actually get the petrochemical plant. Give us production and money. In Zafar, we shall get the thorium reactor. Don't quite need a trade depot yet. I'm not going to focus on many more trade convoys for now. Okay, we don't actually have the technology to construct a floatstone quarry. Because we do need the terraforming. And we don't want terrascaping, so that's never going to happen. Let's just develop the petroleum instead then. Waiting for the African Union, Brasilia. Be interesting to see how big Brasilia is. It's a shame you can't trade map information. That would be really useful. I believe you could in other Civ games. I haven't played Civ 5 for a long time, so I wouldn't know about Civ 5. Civ 4 I'm pretty sure you could. Anyway, artillery can just fortify now near Stanimir. We'll get this colonist to head down toward this frac site. And it says it recommends on this tile here. That might be a good move. I think I might follow that advice. But we have our worker finished in Nasrea. So let's put him on to automate. And let's blow the crap out of the Manticore. But before we do, let's make this guy a veteran. We are going to end in Miasma, but hopefully it won't kill the unit, and then we can just fortify until healed. We'll get the Raptor Bug to move back a bit. We'll move the CNDRs onwards then. And we'll get the Overseer finally onto Stanimir itself. So Shan, once it's complete, we shall tile over this farm and this copper again. And these two algae. We should get profit from that. But we'll work on the gene smelter now in Mandira, now that it's finished the colonists. In Astrea we'll get another worker. In Visanta we'll work on the defense perimeter. Now you guys mustn't forget that all of these buildings that I'm now building are contributing 0.2 health to my overall health. And for every 0.2 health, 0.005 of that, I want to say, is added as extra health because of the percent that my agents are giving me. So eventually it will add up. And all of my settlements are currently working pretty much on buildings, so it will increase very quickly. We'll work on the network in Harsha and work on the network in Karabros. Now I'm very much aware my maths is terrible, so you know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I really don't mind. It's quite amusing sometimes to see how wrong I really am. But we'll start production on the petroleum well here. We'll move on to the next turn. Now there's not really much to do now because all of our military units are idle. But it's good to see my nation now developing, and with lots of workers being pumped out, we'll see things get moving very, 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 very fast. And you'll see my money just skyrocket, and also my health skyrocket. You know, you can see just one turn. There we go. We're minus 16 health now. That's got rid of a few of the -20 negative modifiers that we get. Fortifying the Overseer there. We'll get the profits out of Miasma. We shall automate that worker. Use the trade convoy at Javad to trade with, I want to say Mandira, but I don't think we need to. Maybe if we head towards Sachita instead with that, probably a good idea. Production in Syra can work on a miasmic repulsor, possibly. But where would I need one? Maybe down here if I wanted to develop the land there. Bring up the yield icons and see where I would put a settlement. So it'd be pretty futile to put it on any of these tiles because they are all snow. But maybe there's a tile over here that would be worth taking advantage of. Not entirely sure. That's the reason nobody's put a settlement down here, is because you won't get anything out of it. Let's get a miasmic repulsor. I'll clear out all the miasma in the middle here. It'll give Sachita somewhere to expand to. And we'll attack the sea dragon there with Uria. We'll work on the gene smelter. And in Syra, we'll get the miasmic repulsor. Optical surgery in Astrea. And in Zafar, let's get the trade depot. Move on that CNDR. Move on that CNDR. Fortify that one. Use the trade convoy from Mandira to head to Zafar. Thinking, maybe. Or we could go to Shan. What's taking a long time to build? Uria. Let's go to Uria. Should halve the production time of that gene smelter. Well, it took 2 turns off it. More than enough. We'll bring this raptor bug across towards Stanimir. And before I declare war on the Slavs, what I'll likely do is just build up some more forces up here and attack from this direction to take over Serek. And actually use these forces to attack downward towards Konechno. So the colonists making progress, as long as it doesn't get taken out by the siege worm. Oh, that would be interesting. It happened. I said it would.
Anansi looked at the man's genome and said, "Messy, messy! Who can live like this?" He took a broom and swept up the genome. And when the man woke up, he felt much better.
I've just literally been trying to keep quiet then because I was laughing so much. Literally, I called it. I literally called it. That colonist was in such a bad position, and the siege worm just swallowed it up. Oh man, this game just it messes with me. It really does. Anyway, the wonder is complete. The Promethean gives us +4 health. I can barely speak now. +2 culture and a free virtue. That's pretty awesome.
The easiest way to win the game is to write the rules.
Yeah, it certainly is. But we have now got protogenics, so we have increased our affinity to 9. Awesome.
Biology is entropy. Why choose chaos when the path to eternity lies at your feet?
And new upgrades available. Wonder what they are. But we do get a free virtue. So what are we going to use it for? Now, superior engineering is kind of pointless for us because we haven't used many orbital units, and miasmic repulsors are the only ones that we have, and you know, come out of orbit on purpose once they're finished. So yeah, no worries there. So we may as well start going down another tree now. Get an extra free virtue anyway, once we get the first synergy bonus. So where are we going to head? Now I'm thinking prosperity would be the next best place to go, because we get like these really awesome virtues at the end. But then again, might also be a good place to go, because this one here, public security, plus 0.25 health for every military unit under your command, is awesome. And will help us, especially if we want to go aggressive throughout this game. Minus 50% maintenance for units, awesome. Like, yeah, we won't get as much health from going down this tree, but it's definitely worth doing, I think. So we're going to start. Do I have another virtue? No, I don't. I thought I did because I saw it on the right there. But anyway, Gene Smelter in Sabda. We'll choose a production in Agni, which shall be the defense perimeter. And in Zafar, we will work on the recycler. And the upgrade is 4-hour artillery. That is awesome. So let's select the perk. You can get plus 30% when attacking wounded units, never really happens. Plus 20% when next to friendly units. That would be much better. For attacking cities especially. Awesome. Okay. And we'll choose a new research now. Now we can head towards this Xenonova. Plus 7 food and plus 2 health. We'd have to get artificial evolution first. So where are we heading? There's no other real useful technologies that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe if I get collaborative thought and then head down towards neural uploading, by the time we get there we should have 12 supremacy level, and then we can build the angels straight away. Let's try that. So we'll tech towards collaborative thought, and then we'll head towards neural uploading. Now this will unlock the Neuralab and the Holosuit, which we can build in our cities, which is useful for our science and culture. Fueling the fire, quest decision. You can get plus 2 production from petroleum wells. We can get plus 2 culture from petroleum wells. Let's get the culture. So we'll fortify that CNDR possibly. Actually, I'll move it down here. Then we'll fortify. Move the raptor bug down as well. This worker's finished with his mag rail. And these workers are already working up towards connecting that. So maybe it's time to connect Agni with Satita. So we'll start work on a mag rail there. We'll fortify until healed the Prophet. And I've got to remember that my colonist was killed. So what I'll do, just to rectify that situation, is just buy one in Harsha. Great. We'll move on to the next turn, and then I can move it back to its original location. Your ways are troubling to us. Yeah, whatever. He's hostile to me. I've never ever done anything to annoy him. Seems that these affinity levels really make people hate you. There we go. Same with Brasilia. With Brasilia though, they kind of have an excuse, because I have been expanding towards them previously. Horde found the border there though. And we have this miasmic repulsor ready. So let's send it up to where I was planning, which is up here. And we can choose a new production there, which will possibly be an educator. Let's get an educator. Oh, we can actually build sabers now because we have 9 Supremacy. And let's see that. Let's get a saber, see what they look like. Unnatural selection. Quest decision. We can get +2 science from gene smelters or +1 health from gene smelters. I think the +1 health is definitely better at this point. Because then as soon as we start finishing all these gene smelters, we get an even bigger bonus. So we finished on the Fraxite mine there, I think. Yep. So where are we going to head? I guess we kind of need to work on the mag rail from Harsha to Sabda. So I will start by doing that. We'll get the colonists to move down. Trade convoy from Pran. Where's that going to head? Svatoy and Uria could both use a boost. So let's go to Svatoy. And the trade convoy from Asreya can trade with Uria. If it can. I think we've already got a trade rate going. Okay, so never mind then. We will instead head to Mandira. That'll boost the production in Asreya. Now, Asreya is actually working on this obstacle surgery. It's going to take 8 turns. So let's actually trade with Asreya. Oh, actually, no, there's no point. It will only give us, or give them, +6 production. Much better off trading with Mandira. Did that reduce the production time of the crawler? Yes, it did. Okay, awesome. So we finished the Fraxite mine there. Looks like it's time to, yeah, start building a mag rail all the way up to Svatoy. So we will do that. This raptor bug can go sleepies. And that's all. So we're at 302 sites per turn.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
They want 7 Xenamass for 1 favour. No thank you, especially considering the Xenamass. The Xenamass would enable them to make more units, which they could attack me with. Yeah, bad idea. As soon as we get positive health, if we get, I think, over +10, we get a 10% boost to our science, which will be quite nice indeed. Getting rid of the minus modifiers as well is also very helpful. So technically, when we're positive, we'll get a +20% boost from now. Anyway, get the production going in Vasanta to work on the rocket battery. In Harsha, we'll work on a repair facility. Pran, the optical surgery. Agni, the same. And in Krabrost, a defense perimeter. In Zafar, we finished with all the health buildings there. So let's get a defense perimeter. And we finished the generator now. So let's repair this improvement. And this work is done with its Fraxite mine. And it's recommending I construct a mag rail there. Why not? Now, every time I produce mag rail, it's not actually costing me any money as upkeep because I have the Supremacy affinity. But anyway, well, that was a terrible cough. I probably edited it out, but so you didn't hear it. But anyway, I was going to say, that has been my time. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. I am going to go fetch myself a glass of water. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.